class. Some of you guys might know me. I'm Bryce, and I'm going to teach you how to do Kendama. Now, a lot of you guys might not know what Kendama is. It's a very old Japanese skill toy. It's not really well known here in the Pacific Northwest, but it's huge in Japan. They have huge tournaments every year where players from around the world can compete. Now, we'll start off, we'll talk about the anatomy of the Kendama. We have the ken. Now the parts on the ken is, this here is the spike. We have big cup, little cup, and then we got bottom cup. And then over here we have the tama, which is also known as the ball. And this is all connected by a piece of string. Now, a little trick that I like to do to kind of get the feel for the cups, and to kind of memorize it and kind of get a feel for the kendama. It's called cupping. So you're going to want to hold your kendama so your pointer, middle, and index and pinky finger are all aligned, except you want your pinky under this little ridge here. And then you're going to want your pointer finger so it's resting under the little cup. And then your thumb, I like to hold it right above the ridge. Some people hold it up here. I like to hold it down here because I feel I have more control over it. So, what you're going to do, you're just going to make it so that your big cup is facing up. And then your tama is just dangling. What you're going to do is you're going to bend your knees and then pull up. And when you pull up, you're going to want to kind of aim the ken so it's in the way, so then it'll just drop right onto the big cup. So it'll look something like this. There you go. And then you're going to want to get to little cups. So what you want to do is hold it the same way, except you're just going to turn your wrist so that the little cup is facing up. So it'll look something like this. You got big cup, little cup. And now once you get to here, we're going to want to go to base cup. So you're going to hold it the same way. So if you're from little cup, you're going to want to turn so it's up, so the bottom cup is facing up. Now a tip for this is act like you're Spider-Man shooting your spidey webs. That was what helped me. So we're going to big cup, little cup, bottom cup. Now you can kind of mess with this and you kind of get a feel for it. Now the next little trick is the spike. Now our main goal is to get the hole in the tama to fall right on to the ken. So what you want to do is hold it so your spike is straight up. Have your fingers held the same way. And now you're just going to want to let your tama dangle. You want to bend your knees and pull up. Now, it's a little more difficult because you have less room to work with. So you're going to want to aim, so spike. So just kind of aim like, because once it gets to its peak, you want to start aiming your ken so it gets in there. Now, a little trick to make this easier is by spinning the tama. That makes it a little easier because sometimes the tama likes to move everywhere, and it makes it a little difficult. But when you spin it, it keeps it center, and it'll make it a little bit more easier. But I prefer to not spin it. But now my last trick, is the airplane. Now with this, you're going to learn muscle memory. It's going to take time, but you will be able to learn this. So instead of holding it by the ken this time, we're going to hold it by the tama. So how I'm going to hold it like this. So you're going to hold it like a cup. So your pointer, middle, and index are all aligned. And then right on the other side is your thumb. I like to use this kind of as like a guide so I know where my thumb is. So you're going to hold this and you're just going to practice kind of swinging the ken a little bit. Now, you don't want to swing it too hard, and then you're going to want to swing, and when it gets to its peak, you're going to start aiming with your tama so that the ken will just fall straight in. It looks something like this. Like that. It's going to take a little bit of practice, but I think you can do it. So, kendama can be very fun to learn. It can also be difficult depending on what you're trying to learn. It's a great group activity to show your friends and family all the new tricks you've learned. The best part is there's no specific way to do kendama, so you can be creative with it, and that's what makes it more fun. And I hope this tutorial helped you a little bit. Hopefully you guys get interested and want to kind of try this out for yourself. But yeah, thank you.